Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft Feed the Beast server. So I've been playing with the bees off camera a little bit, but we're not going to mess with the bees at all today. Oh, man, the frame rate here, I'm hitting like 25 frames a second. This is getting kind of bad. It's raining outside. I do have my particles on minimal right now so we don't have to hear the annoying rain sound. Today I kind of wanted to play around with the Soul Shards mod. Now, one of the things that we've been having problems with here at Spawn is the lack of animals. We've been looking for cows. We're using the leather to make books and enchanted books. We've been using leather to make the barrel upgrades. We have two quarries going on right now. Our quarries are over at an extreme hills biome. What was that blue thing I just saw coming through there? Oh, that's just the quartz. We have the quarry in the extreme hills biome. And we thought it'd be a good idea to keep a good supply of, the cobblestone, dirt, and, just a little bit of everything. So we have these barrels here that are the upgraded barrels that can hold 1,024 stacks. And each one of those barrel upgrades requires a leather and an ender pearl, I believe. So yeah, we've been using leather for quite a lot of things, and we don't have a lot of leather around. So the Soul Shards mod allows you to create mob spawners for different mobs that you can't find naturally, like for cows or creepers or blaze. And in fact, instead of talking about this, let me just go show you how awesome these things are. You see this building right here? This has a tier 5 blaze spawner in it. And I think I might have mentioned that before in another video, but you can see all of these blaze just spawning in the daytime, bright lights, in the overworld, in fact. It spawns, I believe, 5 blaze every 5 seconds or 2 seconds. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but we now have a whole line of these turtles here, the ones with swords, just attacking the blaze, getting the blaze rods, and getting a whole bunch of experience. These guys drop experience. Let me turn down my sound real quick. Come over here, see I'm at level 5. Just walk right up to the glass here. I'll be level 30 in no time. This is really, really awesome. I think it was Alex of the Pixel Nerds who set this up. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's him. I set up some wooden pipes underneath these turtles with some autarchy. I think that's how you say it, autarchy gates. Basically, they're like redstone engines that just pull items continually out of the wooden pipes. And yeah, they're just going over here into more of these upgraded barrels. We only have 166 stacks of blaze rods. And we are getting some natural mob spawns in there. Zombies, and I've seen creeper dust or gunpowder, whatever in here. But yeah, so getting mob spawners like this is really awesome. So that's something that I'm looking at doing. We don't have a lot of cows around here. Unfortunately, I've gone far and wide looking for them. We had a bunch of mushrooms here. Those are all gone. Unhost brought some, what is it called? Like powder of conversion or converting power or something to convert cows into reindeer. And we had a bunch of those, but now there's only one left, so we can't even breed those guys to get leather. Right over here in this taiga biome, I think this is what this is, or I'm not really sure. Snowy area anyway. Tinfoil Chef, another member of the server, has some cows, so I've been coming over here and breeding these guys up. I put a little chunk loader here, just a 1 chunk wide chunk loader, just to keep these guys loaded so they can grow up while I'm not over here, so I can come back over here, feed them more wheat, get more cows. Well, I guess it's been not long enough for these guys to breed yet. That's too bad. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been breeding these cows up. So what I want to do is look at how to make a soul shard. And in order to make a soul shard, you have to make a soul forge, and you need to craft vile essence, I think is what it's called. And then you make a vile sword. And when you have the soul shard and the vile sword, when you kill mobs, you can collect their souls. And after you collect so many souls, you can use the soul shard in a soul cage, like we saw over here with the blaze spawner, and get a whole bunch of mobs spawning. So I want to do that with cows so we can have unlimited amount of cows here. We don't have to worry about making a farm. We don't have to worry about breeding them all the time. We can just flip a lever, have cows, get all the leather and the cooked meat that we want, and be done with it. Maybe I'll leave it on all the time, fill up barrels, just have the cows continually being killed. So yeah, that could be pretty cool. So I'm on the server, Unhost and King Daddy DMAC are on. I think, yeah, that's just all that's on right now. So let me get some things together. We'll start working on what I need to make, and then we'll check out how to do this. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got some things together here, and we can take a look at Wolf Forge. 5 obsidian, 3 stone, corrupted essence. Now we have a soul forge. Okay, so we also need 8 more of these corrupted essence here, and we'll put the corrupted essence inside the soul forge, and we'll cook a diamond. Now, I think this doesn't need power. I think this should just work right like this. Put this in here. It's kind of like a furnace and a diamond. Not sure how long this takes. Okay, so it used 1 already. Ooh, this might actually take a little bit of time here. Yeah, I think it has to use 8 of these in order to turn this diamond into 3 soul shards. Okay, so I wasn't aware that it was going to take this long, so give me 1 moment. Alright, there we go. Man, that took forever. So 1 diamond and those 8 corrupted essence gave us 3 soul shards. So this is nice. Okay, so I also made some more of this corrupted essence because we're going to need this to make, let's see. We need to make these corrupted fragments. And in order to make a corrupted fragment, you need to smelt iron ingots with the corrupted essence and to get 3 corrupted fragments. 9 corrupted fragments will get you a corrupted ingot, and then the corrupted ingot can be used to create a vile sword. The vile sword is what you need to kill enemies for the soul shard to work. And then I also have enchanted a book here that has Soul Stealer 4. So normally with the vile sword you get 1 soul per kill. With the Soul Stealer's enchantment, that will bump it up to 6, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It'll give you 4 extra, so that'd be 5. But it is possible to enchant that sword with Soul Stealer 5 if you combine them on an anvil. But okay, so we will get 5 per kill, which is not bad at all. Let me grab some iron. I forgot to grab this stuff already. Let's see, it's 10. There's some iron. We have 12. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. Pretty good. Okay, so we'll put the corrupted essence in here, and we will smelt some iron with this. And this doesn't take too long, about the same speed as a normal furnace, I would say. Regular furnace. I don't know. It's been so long since I used one. I've been kind of spoiled from vanilla with using these electronic furnaces or the induction furnaces. Okay, well again, this is going to take a little bit of time to do. Looks like I should be able to grab 9 of these real quick and just craft one of these guys to show you how this works. And yeah, let's do this real quick. There's 9. Okay. Oh, I do have a crafting table right here. Let's put these all in here. Awesome, we got the corrupted ingot. So let me wait for the rest of these things to smelt up, and then we will continue on. Okay, guys, so I was under the impression that 1 corrupted essence would do 1 iron ingot, but that is not the case. I'm actually going to take out the rest of this stuff. Just let that finish up that last recipe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have plenty of this corrupted stuff, and I just found out something that I guess most people probably know about these auto crafting tables that I didn't know before. You can set the recipe here and then put a chest on top of it. I guess right next to it would work too. And whenever you pull an item out, well, I guess it doesn't work like that, but if you're using a redstone engine and you're pulling items out of this thing, it will pull items from the chest that's sitting on top of it. I didn't know that before. I thought you had to pump the items in one by one. So that is pretty cool to know. Unfortunately, I thought that you could just pull the items out manually like that. I hadn't tried that before, but I guess you cannot do that. So let me go ahead and grab the rest of this corrupted essence. Looks like I need to make 3 more. That's fine. We can just keep these fragments around. I'm sure they'll be used in the future. Okay, so we have 10 corrupted ingots. Now we need to get some sticks. Let me grab one of these fir logs. Sticks, then we can make a sword out of this thing, and then we can finally see how these things work because I have never used these before. Okay, so 2 corrupted ingots, and as you would expect, it makes a sword. Now, apparently these vile swords, these have the same durability as iron. I was hoping to get Unbreaking, but I did not get an Unbreaking book. I might try and kill some more, or I guess get some more experience from those blades over there and enchant some more books and see if I can get an Unbreaking enchant. But I also have 4 more swords that I can create here, so this isn't that bad. But I do want to get this vile sword and put the Soul Stealer enchantment on there. 6 levels, not bad at all. Okay, so this one should do 5 souls per. And I believe the way this works is you have to have a soul shard on your hotbar when you kill whichever enemy or mob that you want. So let's go see how this thing works. Wow, I still got 27 levels on me. The experience from that blaze farm over here is just crazy. Every time you walk up to it, you can easily get like level 50 or whatever. I know you only need level 30, but there's just so much experience in there. Man, those turtles, that whole way of killing those mobs over there, I love it. Very, very clever. Okay, yeah, let's get over here. We want to get to these cows. Oh, I should have brought some more wheat. Yeah, because I don't want to kill all these cows off. I just want to keep breeding them so I can kill more. Unfortunately, you cannot use the Soul Stealer or the Vile Sword to kill mobs that come from an existing soul shard. Yeah, look at all these guys. They've all grown up. Okay, so let's see how this works. So here's a cow in 2 hits. Okay, so something... It looked like something went into my inventory, but I guess not. Okay, so I have a tier 0 soul shard cow, and it says that I've killed 5. So if I do this again, it now says I have killed 10. So yeah, and I believe you need 25 for a tier 1. So let me just kill a couple of more of these guys. I'm gonna have to breed these cows up. I don't want to kill them all. So that's 20. And kill that one. 25. Maybe you have to get 26 or higher for the tier 1. Let's see, how is this thing working? Killed 30 and it's still 0. I might be missing something here because I was pretty sure once you get 25 kills, it was supposed to turn to a tier 1. Okay, let me figure this out and let me grab some more wheat and breed these cows up some more. Just so I don't end up wasting my Vile Sword or my Soul Shard. I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, clicking it doesn't do anything. Okay, give me a minute. I'll be right back. I think I bred them too much. Let me go and turn the game sounds down. This is getting a little ridiculous. Okay, so I found out that I was doing everything right, but you need 124, I think, or 125 in order to get the tier 1. I was misinformed, or I just read things wrong. I'm not sure what it was, but let's just go ahead and kill a few more of these cows. I went ahead and I bred these guys up, so I don't feel bad about killing them. I don't want to kill the babies. I don't know if they give you a soul, but I would rather not do that and kill the ones that actually give me a drop, so I'm getting something else from doing this as well. What are we at here? 55. And it looks like this thing has a little meter here, so it's also going up. Okay, so let's see. Let me kill a few more of these. I'm going to have... I don't know how many babies there are that I'm going to have to let grow up here, but there are quite a few baby cows here. And eventually I'm going to run out of the adult ones, so yeah, that's not going to be good. But yeah, I want to go ahead and try and get to the level, or the tier 1, and then maybe stick that, whoops, baby cow, maybe stick the tier 1 in a soul cage and see if we can get any spawns. Let's see, we should be getting pretty close here, I think. 115, so just a few more of these cows to go. So that was 120, 125, there we go. Tier 1, so that's all that's needed to get a cow spawner going. Now it's gonna be pretty slow. I think a tier 1 is something like 2 cows every 30 seconds. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not that great. Okay, so I want to take this tier 1, head over and make a soul cage and figure out how this stuff works. Because again, I've never done this before. I've only seen them made. We do have, I think, a tier 5 skeleton spawner in the nether. And then we have the tier 5 blaze spawner. But these have been done by other people. Like I said, this one was done by Alex of the Pixel Nerds. And the skeleton spawner in the nether, I believe, was done by Tinfoil Chef, whose cows I was over there breeding and killing. Okay, ooh, that's a fancy torch. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so let's grab... I think I need iron bars. Ooh, I think that might just be enough right there. So we need to take the iron bars and make, like we're doing a chest, I think. Yeah, there we go. Soul cage. Okay, so we have the soul cage, and then we can put the soul shard in it. And let's figure out how this works. Okay, so I'm just going to come over here, get into a clearing a little bit. Nice bunch of grass around. Come on, chunks load. Let me F3 and A that. That's just getting ridiculous. Okay, so let's put the soul cage on the ground. And then I click it with the soul shard. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got a cow spawning in there. Now I wonder how long it's going to take before we actually get the cow out. Now I know when you get the higher tiers, tier 5, you can apply redstone signal, which turns the spawner off. So you don't have to worry about that. I believe as it goes up in tiers, it spawns faster. Oh yeah, there we go. There is a cow. Very cool. Now I was also told that this... Oh, I guess I can't do it because I have the soul shard in here. But I was told that the cows that are spawned from these do not apply towards the actual soul... The count on the soul shard. How do I get the thing out of this thing? Do I just break it? Okay, so I have the soul shard. Let's check this out. So 64 killed. 64? I thought that said 128 before. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know why that changed, but... So we have 64 and Soul Stealer. Let's try and use this on the cow and see what happens. I'm not expecting anything to happen. Okay, so we got the cow dead. Yeah, it still says 64. So that has no effect. Let me go grab this other cow. But this is awesome. We can now repopulate cows over here. Oh, hey, come back here. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, that no effect. But yeah, we do have a tier 1 soul shard. So now the next step would be to continue to kill these cows over here, increase the level of the soul shard, and make a really awesome spawner. Okay, so I think that's what I am going to do next. I'm going to continue to breed those cows. I'm going to kill them with the vile swords, collect more souls, and we will be back. Alright guys, so I've been spending quite a lot of time breeding those cows, waiting for them to grow up, killing those cows. Some things that I have found out. This vile sword, you can use in an anvil and use more corrupted ingots to increase it. I didn't, this is the way I was doing it. I'm sure you could probably just craft another vile sword and combine them and get a fully, a brand new one with the enchantment. I didn't do that. I was just using the ingots themselves. So I do have the enchantment still on this vile sword. And I have a full up tier 5 cow shard. So this is going to be awesome. Yeah, I think I just want to put it on the ground over here and just see what we can do. Now, these do not require grass like normal mob spawners would, the passive mob spawners. But I'm just going to put it on the ground for now because putting it in the air is going to be kind of a pain. So let's just see what happens. So there's 3. There's a... Yeah, this is going to spawn cows like crazy. How many we got here? Okay, so I guess there's probably some limit. If there's so many cows around the spawner, it'll probably stop spawning. But what the plan is going to be is to take the spawner and stick it up in the air and drop these cows so they die on impact. Then we can collect the beef, we can collect the leather. I'll probably drop them through lava so we can get cooked beef. I'm not quite sure yet, but that sounds like something to do. I'm going to break this. Okay, got the tier 5 shard back and the soul cage. Awesome. Now we got a lot of cows around here. Let me go ahead and get rid of these things just so it's not so annoying around the spawn area. We have all of the beef and all of the leather that we're gonna need, so there's no point of really having the cows running around mooing and making all sorts of noise. Let's just get rid of these guys. Awesome. Okay. It looks like DMAC and Unhost are working on something over there. Not quite sure what it is just yet, but we will find out soon. Probably, I'm sure they're making a video on this or something. Okay, so next step is to put this cow spawner somewhere, get the cows automatically dropping through lava, dying, and figuring out how to collect the drops. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and we will be right back. Oh my goodness, guys, these things are crazy. So this was the Blaze Farm, and the project that DMAC and Unhost was working on, yeah, they apparently made a tier 5 creeper spawner. This thing is insane. We got 196 stacks of gunpowder now. Awesome. And the project that I was working on is a cow farm. So this is what we're looking like here. It's not the prettiest thing, but it is functional, and that is what matters most. Now, let me kind of show you what we got going on here real quick. So I have the cage inside here. It's at the proper height, so there's 2 blocks below it, so cows that spawn, they can float underneath the spawner. And then we have this jacketed alloy wire going down right on top of the spawner. With the tier 5 soul shards, you can turn them off with a redstone signal. Now, there is a problem if we put this directly onto the spawner and nothing else, that mobs would spawn on it. They could still spawn in the very corner of the spawner and just hang out there. So I use these micro blocks. These are the panels, I think. They're like the smallest micro block you can make for, I guess they're just a panel. There you go. But yeah, I wrapped around the jacketed wire on top of the spawner and one above it. So they're taking up the full, like a full block. Nothing can spawn there now. So we just have water that's flushing them down to this side over here. And then I have a water stream that's flushing them down this direction. They fall through lava, take a little bit of damage, catch on fire, and then they die from impact all the way down here. And then they're in a 1x1 area with an obsidian pipe at the bottom. So when they die, their drops get put into this obsidian pipe. They go down through some golden pipes down here to speed them up just a little bit. I have a sandstone pipe here, so it's not connecting to the side of this barrel. And then stone pipe, some diamond pipes. Diamond pipe here has leather, so only the leather will go into this barrel. And this pipe here has steak. So the cooked steak that we get goes into this barrel. Oh, also, between those cuts, I was messing around with the experience over here. Since I got some leather, I made some books. I got Silk Touch, and I had enchanted my advanced diamond drill with Silk Touch. This is awesome. So yeah, the Silk Touch does in fact work on this thing. Very, very cool. It's a lot faster than the rock cutter, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead, flip the switch, and watch this thing work. Oh yeah, look at all those cows spawning up there. And then dropping down, there's some leather. There's some steak. Oh yeah, no more carrots for me. This is going to be awesome. Now I'm going to have to upgrade these barrels to the extra dimensional because I'm sure these will fill up really fast. Leather is useful for a lot of things, like making books for enchanting, for one. You can also use them for the extra dimensional barrel upgrades. And there's quite a few other things that we use leather for, but now we have all the leather that we will ever need, so this is great. Also, I'm tired of eating carrots, man. I have to eat so many of these things to fill up my hunger. No more carrots for me. Steak, please. Get out of my inventory. Alright, guys. I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Yeah, I got a lot accomplished today. This was a lot of fun. I've never played around with these soul shards before, but now we got the cows, the creepers, and the blaze all going on here. Very, very cool. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.